Hello guys, this is Mohsen AR from Signbox software, and in this tutorial we will cover about variables. Uh, hello, hello guys, this is hello hello guys, this is Mohsen AR from Signbox software. Guys, if you have not subscribed to my channel, subscribe it and press on a bell icon so that you will get notification about further tutorials. Guys, in this tutorial we will cover about variables, types of variables in Java. And so now let's start with the definition of a variable. A definition of a variable is: a variable is a holder for representation of a value. So variable is something like which holds a value, okay, which holds a value of any type. Okay, what will be the type we will discuss in next video about the data types in a Java. So, and the second point is variable are declared variables are declared using this form of the statement. Okay, so what is the form of the statement? How to declare the variables in Java? Type, okay, this will be the any data type, and this is the variable name, and this is name of the variable, or you can say the identifier of a variable or identifier in a Java, which we have already covered in a previous video, where the type is a data type. As I already told you, the type is the data type uh, of the variable, and the var variable name is its name. So guys, the yellow mark font is our next topic, or you can say the further topic. So the data type is a topic which we will discuss in next video. So now let's come to the initializing a variable. So how to initialize a variable in a Java? The same as the type of the variable. It can be any type. Variable var, it is the name of the variable. Var equal sign, okay, there must be a assignment operator, and this is the value. Okay, the assignment operator will tell that the value will assign to this variable name. Okay, so you can write it like this: int a, okay, int a equal to 10. So now we are assigning 10, which has a type int, okay, and we are assigning it to the a variable. Okay, the a is the identifier of a variable. Now let's move to the next point. Here, value is the value that is given to the var. It's a variable name. When var is created, the value must be compatible with the specified type. Guys, this means if the type is something like a boolean and variable name is b, then equal to 10 is not correct in Java. This must be false, or you can say true or false. We will discuss this on next video. Okay, so this point is saying the value must be compatible with the specified type. Understand? uh, and our next topic is the next point is the scope of the variables, or you can say the types of a variables. How many types of a variable in Java? There are three types of a variable in Java: local variables, instance variables, and static variables. there is a no concept of a global variables in Java, guys. There is a no concept of a global variable in Java. This concept is available only in, or you can say this concept is available in other languages like a C or C++. Okay, instead of the global variable, we have the instance variable. This is not the same as a global variables. We are in a basic level, so we will discuss only about the local variables, but I will tell you the definitions about these two variables type. Okay, let's start with the local variables. So the definition of the local variables, or what are the local variables, or what is the local variable in Java. Here we go. Local variables are initialized inside static block, instance block, constructor, or a method. Local variables have a scope within a static block, instance block, constructor, or a method. When method is invoked, memory will be allocated. When destroyed, memory will be released. There is a no default values of local variables. Instead, you have to initialize them. Local variables are stored in stack memory. Local variables cannot be used outside of the class access directly. So guys, this was the definition about the local variables. Now let's start with the new program. Create a new program called local variables dot java. This is the name of the class or identifier of the class. Class local variables. This is the block of the class. Okay, starting and ending. Now start with the public static void main. This is the entry point of our program. Now let me show you line by line. Local variables are initialized inside a static block, instance, constructor, or method. Okay, in this tutorial we will be using local variables inside the method. Okay, what is the name of the method? Is a main method. Okay, so the local variables are initialized inside the static block, instance block, constructor, or a method. Local variables have a scope within the method. Okay, let me initialize it first. Int a equal to 10. Okay, I have initialized this local variable. So next point is local variables have a scope within this okay method. So local variables, the a is a local variable. It has a scope in this method. Okay, the starting point of the method and ending point of the method. So if I call this method, this variable here, or if I call this a, sorry, I cannot call it here directly. Okay, I have to create a method or block. So guys, this is the a, which has a value of a 10. Okay, it is of integer type, and I have initialized it inside the method, so I cannot use this a outside of the main method. Okay, and the third point is when method is invoked. Okay, so when main method completes its execution, then memory will be released. Now the fourth point is there is a no default value of the variable. So now there is a no default value of local variable. How? if i'm if I do not assign any value to the a, now it is giving me the error. The error is local variable may not have been initialized. Okay guys, so the error is the local variable may not have been initialized, or you can just compile this program java c local variable dot java. Okay, sorry, let me save it now again. Now the error is variable might variable a, okay, variable a might not have been initialized. This variable, this is saying the variable a is not initialized, so that's why the point fourth is there is a no default value of a local variable. So if I initialized it with initialized variable a with the 10, and when I compile it, so compiles fine. Okay, so let me compile it and compiles fine. Let me execute this program local variable file it. Okay, let me clear it and execute this. Now the value of a is 10, so I have initialized a with the value 10. And the fifth point is local variables cannot be used outside of the class. Okay, you cannot use this local variable outside of the class, even outside of the method. Okay, you cannot use outside of the class static block this and this. Okay, and the last point is access directly. Local variables can be accessed directly. So how directly? I have initialized I have initialized a with the 10. Now I am just using a here, no any other object or no any other reference. Okay, so I am accessing a. So this was our and this was definition about local variables. Hope each and every line is clear to you now. Now let's move to the next is the instance variable. I will only define instance variable by theory, but by practice or by program we will cover it in our further videos, just because of instance variable is another topic. Okay, and the static variable is also another topic. We will discuss them in our next videos. Now let's start with the only definition. Instance variables declare inside the class but outside the methods. Okay, instance variables have scope in or out class. Its instance variables have a scope inside or outside of the class. All static block, instance block, constructor or method can access them. Okay, memory allocated to instance variables with the creating object and releasing when garbaging objects. And default values of instance variable is instance variables have default values. These are data types. And this was all about the instance variable. Now let's move to the static variable. Static variables declare inside the class, or you can say declare or initialize. Declare or initialize inside the class but outside the methods. Static variables have a scope inside or outside of the class. All static block instance block constructor method can access them. Memory allocate to static variables when JVM loads .class file. Default values of static variables is this. There are three approaches to access the static variables. There are three approaches. Number one is access directly, number two is access by objects, and number three is access by class name. And in Java this is recommended to access static variables by using a class name. The last point is static variables are memory shared. If you create multiple objects, only one single memory will be allocated. In this video was all about the variables in Java, the types of variables in a Java, and in the next video we will discuss about the data types. So guys, do subscribe my channel